Okay, here we go. Hello, everybody. I think we're streaming. Hello. 0 watching.
See, that's what we get.
For what?
Not being on the last couple weeks.
We were only on one, not on once.
Oh, just feels like it's been a long
It does feel like it's been a long time. Well, we're still a couple minutes early too.
Oh, wow.
So. Anybody that's joining us, say hello, please.
Desiree, she's on the wagon.
What's that mean?
She hadn't had a beer in 2 days.
Oh. Oh, funny.
That's awesome.
I gotta get my hair done. I found this little stupid head thingy to stick my hair back in. So, anyway.
All right,
Hello, whoever's out there. We have one.
We have one?
It says one. Oh, there it is. It's Lacey.
Yep. Good old Lacey.
Hi, Lacey. Hello, hello. Happy to have you. We're going to give it till 6 o'clock and then we'll get going. Look at how blurry it is. Wonder what that's about. Is it blurry for you? Can y'all see? Is it blurry? See how blurry it is?
Is it blurry?
Like this one's clear,
That's clear,
but that's not.
blurry.
That's blurry. Are we blurry?
We have 3 watching now.
I know. You have to tell us if we're blurry. All right, it is 6 o'clock. Nice and clear. Okay, good. Yay. Are you going to put your phone down now?
Is it 6 o'clock?
It is 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
It is. So you guys saw that, hey, Kelsey, delay for you. Okay. Yeah, there's definitely a delay. So Colby posted that we have now until the 15th to get any extra reunion folks to come on board for reunion.
When was the last day?
It was the end of May, and then he extended it to the 15th.
Awesome.
So, yeah. So hopefully, if there's any other stragglers.
Well, it's kind of hard
Hey, Amy, happy birthday!
to plan
Today's
something.
Amy's birthday.
I know, I told her happy birthday.
Oh, you did? Okay, good.
Did you?
I did.
Oh, okay.
I didn't look at my calendar before I talked to her, but
So, what was I fixing to say?
I don't know. What were you fixing to say? So we're
Oh, I was just going to say it's so hard to plan something that far in advance.
what do you mean, reunion?
Yeah, well, anything. 2 months, 3 months in advance.
See, I'm a planner. I like to plan in advance.
I know, but most
Hey,
people,
Kara.
it's all about the funds and the time.
Well, that's true, yes. But to know on the calendar that, okay, I'm going to be doing this is kind of a cool thing.
Well, it's hard to commit to something
Not when it's pink season.
months away. Oh, yeah.
I've already got I don't even know if do we have a date for October for the rally, but I know it's coming, so I'll be ready for it. So,
For October, really?
I don't think we have a date yet. I
We
don't know.
won't get that date till 2 months before.
Maybe not. Oh, my hair is all
All right, we have 3 people. Fantastic.
So, well, we have more than that because more people have even
Oh,
responded.
there's
So
7
I'm not
people
sure how
watching.
that works. But and anybody local, we're having a team meeting here at the house or a group meeting. It's anybody with Pink Zebra. So if you have a team member that is here in the Houston or surrounding area and you want to send them our way, please do. We've got a really cool topic on Saturday, and Melissa Simon has put together some worksheets for us, and then we're going to work on dream boards, and we're going to try to squeeze all that in just a couple hours time. So
Really?
yeah, fun.
We're going to do a dream board?
We got a bunch of.
We're all doing dream boards?
Yeah, I am. You don't have.
So they have to bring poster boards?
No. I'm going to have the poster boards.
Really?
Yeah, I've already posted it. Do you pay any attention to the groups that I post in?
No, apparently I haven't been paying
Apparently
attention.
not.
I'm sorry, honey.
Ah, that's funny.
So we're getting poster boards?
I'm going to get some poster boards for everybody and markers.
And magazines?
We have a ton of magazines.
Because I'm going to cut pictures out.
Right, that's what we do.
I thought you had markers. You usually draw pictures.
No, I can't draw.
We can draw stick horses
No.
and stick houses.
Okay.
I can draw a real cool car.
You want a car now instead of a truck?
Well, I mean, it could be a truck. It looks like either. It works for both.
Mm-hmm. Funny. Kara says no date for October rally yet. I didn't think so. I just know it'll be in October, so that's always fun.
It would be fun.
I know.
October would be a good month to go somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
It's
I
awesome.
know, I think so too.
October, maybe it's starting to get a little cool. Ooh,
Well, we haven't even had summer yet.
I'm already tired of it.
We haven't even had it yet.
I know, but I'm already tired of it.
I know, but it's been nothing but
I think
rain.
it was like 90 degrees
I
today.
know, but we've had
With
nothing but rain.
humidity of made it feel like 95. It was nasty.
All right. Well, anyway, we'll go ahead and tonight we thought we would talk. Hi, Victoria. Welcome back.
Victoria
Victoria and her daughter went on a cruise.
That was awesome.
I know, it looked like a lot of fun.
Yep.
So tonight I thought we would talk about growth and development, meaning as leaders, with our team members. Once again, I pulled from one of our handy books, Be a Network Marketing Leader by Mary Christensen. And some of it I'm going to read because I tried to like rewrite it in my own words, and her words are just perfect, so there's no need to rewrite it. So I'm going to read some of it.
Awesome.
But it's
like second grade.
I know, right?
Yeah, teacher reads stuff.
And it's funny because you know, we talk about all kinds of different things on these, and I'm always trying to figure out, you know, what would they like to hear about. But I don't think we've talked about being a leader in a while, and I don't know. I think we all realize the impact that we can have on people, and that people are watching us all the time, everything that we do and how we behave and how we interact with people, and we can have a big influence on people. And so I think, and this is me personally, and Mary Christensen kind of tips or talks about this, but I think it's our job as leaders, because we're not the boss. It's not our duty to say you can do that or you can't do that, unless of course it's in the manual or whatever. But it's our job to help inspire our team and help them pursue their dreams and mentor them, you know, on this journey that they have. And, you know, there's a big difference in being a boss and being a mentor, in my opinion. And that's where I think it's, there's a fine line sometimes on
You're
what
both
that
to
is.
me.
I'm both to you. I'm a boss.
You're my boss
I'm
because
your
you
boss.
tell me things all the time.
I do give you,
Yeah.
I don't really give you honeydew lists. I just say, remember?
Yeah, well, it's, we'll just say you're both.
Okay, so I'm a boss. But I'm a mentor too, huh?
You sure are.
Okay, thank you. That's
I
awesome.
want to be just like you.
Oh, please. Okay.
Executive director.
Well,
I
you
can't
want to
wait
be.
for that.
I know you want to hurry up and do that. Amy says,
All right.
encourage and show them that you truly care. Yes, exactly. We want to teach them where they can find their answers. You know, when we get new team members, we all know this, but it's real important that we spend some time sharing with them some tips to get them started, because this is a very overwhelming business. Even though it's all about sprinkles, it's still very overwhelming. Our consultant manual, our career plan, it's all very overwhelming. And so, you know, we want to give them things to focus on when they first get started. And of course, the biggest thing to focus on is that quick start, because that helps get them going, and it gives them the opportunity to put in a party or, you know, put in orders and things like that and get to know their back office. So it's real important that we teach them where to find these answers and where to find, you know, things like that. But we also want to be their cheerleader, because they're going to have roadblocks. This is the one thing, and we talk about this all the time, but, you know, in my corporate job, it was just my job to get up every day and report to work, and I had to talk to customers and you know, my clients and whatnot, and I had to listen to sometimes when they were angry and make it right or whatever it is. Whereas you know, our business here, it's all about we have to motivate ourselves, and we have to, you know, there's roadblocks, there's things in life that just happen. And so we have to help each other get over those roadblocks and get through them. Whereas, you know, with your boss, they just say, you know, well, if you want a paycheck, you better make sure this happens. So, hey, Emily, welcome. So anyway, so it's just real important. I think that, I mean, I know some people think that, you know, being a cheerleader is kind of hokey, but I think it's important to be a cheerleader to people. Right?
You are correct, Dana.
Yeah. Okay. We're going to do that.
Well, just supportive. And everybody likes a happy person, so be happy and cheerful and root them on.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Mary talks about if you focus your business on the people instead of just the product or the money, that your team is going to feel stronger, stay longer, and perform better. And that, I believe, is so true because, if you just focus on the product, yeah, we have great product and this is what you want to know about it and blah, blah, blah. Well, that's all fine and dandy, but then there's going to be some other company that's going to come along that's going to have great product too. Or if you do it with the money, it's the same thing. Yeah, we have this great career plan. Well, then all of a sudden some new company comes along and they have a great career plan. And so they're pulled away in that direction. Whereas if you really focus in on the people and the relationships with the people, it'll be a lot harder for them to just get up and walk away and to leave that because there is an investment you make with people in relationships.
You have a pink bow in your hair.
I know, honey. I said I gotta get my hair done. It looks really stupid, and I
Can
just
y'all see that?
it's just really.
That is so cute.
Oh yeah, I got it at the Mardi Gras.
I just seen it. I'm
That's
sorry.
so funny.
But
anyway.
yeah, I mean, it's you got to build relationships, build friendships, because all that. I mean, even between consultants, be friendly and get along and just support each other. And
there's so many people, and in fact, all of you guys that are listening to this, that I can't imagine a day in my life without you guys anymore.
Exactly.
I mean, it's just part of my life.
Yeah.
And I think that that's where we want to really get people to understand it's an investment in themselves and in each other and building each other up and being there for each other
and then watch each other grow and success
and I think that's really, when I look back over the last few years, some of the people that are still with us today really hit some roadblocks and had some really, really tough times. And I believe with all of my heart that the reason why they stuck it out is because we had a good community of friends. We were there for each other and we helped each other through it. And there's a few of you even on here that, I think we're all still together because now that's just, we've invested in one another. And so we want to go through this journey with each other. And I think that's important. And if you look at it long term and you look at it as what can I do for the future? Well, build relationships with your new team members and really form a bond with them and get to know their wants and their whys and their everything, so that when you suddenly see that they've disappeared for a little while, or if they've gotten quiet and they're very active people or whatever, that you can just pop in and say, hey, I'm just checking on you, and not are you going to put your 400 in this month, because that's not what this is about. But it's about just checking on them as a human being.
Yeah, it's about long term.
Victoria. See? Try to do that there, Victoria. I need to. But yeah, it's long term.
Yeah, it's about a long term relationship and everything. It's not what can you do for me now. It's what can we do together long term.
Well, and this business is not always going to be for everybody to make money or, whatever it is. I think, I really believe that, it's all about the relationships, all of it. I really do. So, our need for community is very powerful. We're happiest when we have a loving family and a network of good friends and a supportive workplace. There are things that happen sometimes, and I think it's real important that we have safe, happy communication on our group pages on Facebook, for example. And we never want to get personal with one another. I think it's real important that we all have a safe place to go and ask questions and that sort of thing. And so, I'm a proponent or whatever you call it. I'm a real advocate of keeping it that way, and I know you guys are too. And I want everybody to always feel very safe in our groups and know that we are a community, and that we want to just keep each other engaged and inspired. So,
right.
Do you have anything else to add?
No, I just if you're new and watching this and just started, connect with other people and get on some of these websites and communicate and be active. That way, if you're active and other people see you and hear you, and you become friends with everybody, and then you get into the bigger family quicker.
Right.
So just get active and reach out and talk and communicate
and reach out to us. It was so funny, and I may have mentioned this before, but when we were at our last rally, somebody said they were afraid to friend us on Facebook, And I thought, oh my gosh, you're kidding. I mean, we love, that's what this is all about for us or for me especially, but is the people. And, so please, anybody can friend us. We're always happy to be encouragers and all of that kind of stuff. So anyway,
Yeah.
I thought that was cute.
Yeah.
So, okay, so I'm going to read a little bit of some of this stuff, and we're going to get into some pretty good tips. I really like some of these things that she says, but she says network marketers need the support of a leader who understands the unpredictable nature of the business. A leader is committed to supporting, encouraging, and guiding us through good times and bad. So again, kind of like what we were saying, you're going to hit divots in the road, and you want to know that your leader is not going to get upset with you because you're not able to put in, money that month or whatever it is, that we're all going to be supportive of one another. And of course, people join, like I said, people join for many reasons. She kind of talks about that a little bit here. Whatever their motivation is, it's the experiences that they have after they join that will determine what they do with the opportunity that has been given to them. I think that's a big deal. Did you understand that? I'm going to read that one again because that one's worth repeating. So it'll be, okay, so whatever their motivation in joining, it will be their experiences after they join that will determine what they do with the opportunity you have given them.
It's awesome.
I know.
I think about it, but yeah.
Well, what I love about this is, that it's all. Oh, I just got distracted. I'm sorry.
Liz.
Yeah, but it's okay. She's trying to let me know something, so it's all right. Where was I going with this? Oh, yeah. So whether people join for the product or for the kit or somebody, maybe they're just kidnapping or whatever it is, if they're really like welcomed with open arms and they're really treated like they're somebody when they join, and you really, embrace them and offer to, go out of your way to help them get started or whatever, you may suddenly turn somebody who really wasn't doing anything but just wanting the kid into somebody who thinks, well, you know what, this is kind of cool. She's being really nice. These people are really awesome. Maybe I want to, check into this a little bit more. So you never know what that outcome could be. So,
and most of the people that join have no clue what they're getting into.
Right.
I think.
Right. Well,
they've heard about it, direct sales. Okay, I hear you can make money, but then they get involved or they join, and it's like, okay, what now?
Right.
What do I do?
Right.
How do I do this? I'm supposed to do what?
Well, and you get nervous. I remember when I first did my first party, I was a nervous wreck at first.
So we need to encourage them and help them along, because we almost need to say, okay, you need to get out there, and you may not want to. You may be nervous. Your knees might be shaking and whatever, but once you do it and live through it, you're going to say, you know what, that wasn't that bad.
Right.
And then you're going to go try it one more
again.
time.
I can do this.
And then you're going to do it again. Next thing you know, it's like, shoot, I got this.
Right.
But they have to be helped along to get started.
Absolutely. She says, design your business as a community that every team member will be proud to belong to, where members are inspired to grow and encouraged to support each other. When they feel bonded by a common vision, they will be happy to offer mutual support and encouragement. So I love that. To create a community that every member is proud to belong to. I think that's huge. So, when team members feel socially and emotionally engaged, they won't be tempted to jump ship on a whim. I kind of talked about that already. Make it easy for people to join and hard for them to leave. I think that's cool. Build their build your team members' belief and confidence in their products, the business, and themselves. Leaders want their voice. Okay, so you want your team to hear your voice saying you can do this much louder than their inner voice saying this is too hard. You want them to always hear you going, no, you've got this. You don't want their inner voice to be winning over all the time. I love this. You won't be able to influence every team member. We figured that out, right? We have figured that out. Each person will bring different aspirations, talents, circumstances, and experiences to the team. How much time and effort they apply to their business will be determined by how much they want it. Remember, we can't want it more than they do.
Yep.
And how willing they are to work for it. Even the most skilled leader can't bring out something that doesn't exist inside of someone, but you will be able to influence many. On some, you'll have an impact beyond your wildest imagination. So,
Well, some people have this in them, they just don't know.
well, that's true too.
We have to get it out.
And-
Who
and-
thought I would talk in front of a crowd of people?
Exactly. I know. And Victoria did not want to get up and talk. Liz did not want it. Now Liz is off doing rallies. I mean, yeah, it's amazing.
All you gotta do is get out there.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna be scared to death. You're not gonna know what to do or say, but
And everybody's real supportive, and and you feel safe to do it. So,
I mean, if you haven't done a vendor event, just go set up and don't expect anything.
right.
So if something good does happen, wow.
Ooh, yeah.
But don't expect it.
Right.
Just be there and experience the event.
Right.
And see what you have to do and the people and understand what they're doing and just do it.
Right. Is any of this helpful so far? I'm hoping it is. Okay, so the next chapter that she talks about is creating an upbeat, can-do culture. And culture, so culture. Think of culture as the personality of your community. Everyone performs better in an inspiring environment surrounded by positive, like-minded people. Again, this is where I love that our Facebook groups are so welcoming, and we're all very supportive. And when people ask questions, we talk to them with the utmost respect and encouragement. And when somebody says, when they've got a challenge or whatever, I love how everybody just swoops in and, wants to encourage that person to just keep on going. I think that is so cool and so important. And that's the culture that we've all created, that's our culture, is to be inspiring and encouraging and all of that for one another. The most powerful word in any community is we. We don't respond to rules and regulations. Isn't that the truth? We want collaboration and inclusion. Every time we use the word we share ownership of our culture. And then in this part, I highlighted and starred and everything. It says every network marketing compensation plan is designed to reward the behaviors that lead to growth. When you match your performance expectations to the plan, you're helping your team members reap the maximum rewards from the business. The more money they make, the more positive they will feel. I believe that is absolutely true. Hey, Kim. This was kind of cool. Now, I haven't done this, but I think this is really kind of a cool idea. She talks about incorporating result-generating action statements into our culture. So, like, for example, on Facebook, to say things to our team like, we place an order every month to stay active. We aim for the highest commission level each month. We don't wait until the end of the month to place orders. We offer the business to everyone. We aim to achieve every incentive. We attend all team meetings. We go to convention. We do trade shows, farmers markets, vendor events to revitalize our contacts. Not every team member is going to want or be in a position to meet these expectations, but it says that where was it that it said something about that clear. Oh, where was it? I'm looking for that one sentence because it was like the team members appreciate having it defined. It's the ultimate demonstration of your belief in them. Okay, here it is. There's no greater compliment you can pay a team member than to set high expectations. It's the ultimate demonstration of your belief in him or her. So that to me was really interesting because I just kind of thought, well, if I start throwing that stuff out there, I'm going to scare people away and they're going to think, oh my gosh, I'm going to let her down or I'm going to this or that. But to be very motivating and engaging, and then set expectations for everybody. We're all going to work on this. We're all going to do this. Okay, and then the clearer your culture, the less likely it will be hijacked by the weaker personalities in your team. A few guidelines will ensure a level playing field for all team members as they pursue their individual goals. And this was another thing that it's kind of like, put this out there, which we've kind of done this, but I think this is a really good idea. She says not to, post, no drama on this page or whatever, because then you're kind of insinuating that there has been. So, and you don't really want to do that because for any new people, it's kind of like, oh, what's wrong? What's going on here? But instead, to just have, this is our culture. We respect each other. We support each other. We appreciate everyone's contribution. We're always professional. We operate in a spirit of fun and friendship. We keep it positive. We're a gossip-free zone, and we deal with our disagreements in private. Above all, don't let the voice of jaded or negative team members speak louder than yours. The morale of your entire community depends on it. That's huge. And then she goes on. Does anybody have this book? Does anybody else have this book? I know there's some stuff going on behind the scenes here, but does anybody have this book? I'm just curious.
Nope, I don't.
Sing it. My sister's calling. Sing it, Dana. You do? Okay, so if you read, this is like in the very beginning, actually. It's so funny. I've gone all over, back and forth, but I love, I love this because she gives so much, she just gives so much information in every single page and every single chapter. Yes, is it? No, mine's just Be a Network Marketing Leader. She's the author of The Direct Selling Superstar, but this is just about being a network marketing leader. This is the one that Tom and Kelly are in, that their quote is in. But anyway, so she talks about how if your business has lost its fire, I know I've heard people say, I can't get my team, they're just not responding, they're not engaging on the pages and blah, blah, blah. And her thing is, she says the only way to fix it is to find new team members. And it's not because you want to get rid of the old ones. It's because every time there's somebody new brought into the group or into the fold, it ignites everybody again. And everybody gets excited. Perfect example is a couple of the people that Stacy, for example, just joined recently. And she's just got so much fire and excitement, and it just kind of got us all excited again. And, the new energy is such a good thing for the whole entire team, not just for...
She's coming Saturday?
I hope so. I hope so. So anyway, she talks about, you're not going to change attitudes overnight, but this better energy will definitely draw it out of all of your team, or the team members that are still there. Hello, Sean. Can someone tell me again the title and author of the book? It is Be a Network Marketing Leader by Mary Christensen, and it's this red one. And I'll take a picture of it and stick it on our page. I love new energy. It pumps you, all the newbies. Yes, all the newbies help us. I agree. It is awesome. So anyway, I held it up there for a few minutes for y'all. Okay, let's see. I want to get to the part where Tom and Kelly... okay, so we're going to skip over to... Why did that pop up all of a sudden? I don't want to click on it. Okay. Engage your team members on Facebook. Well, that's kind of how I think a lot of us do it anyway. I think a lot of us do a lot of communicating on Facebook. But I love this because she says, first of all, welcome everybody to the team, which we're all so good at that. We are all so good at that. And in fact, let's be better at it. Let's make sure that anytime somebody welcomes somebody new, that we're all on there saying welcome and, giving them that good feeling. Because I think that really makes a difference. I really believe it does. Update your cover photo often. I thought that was kind of interesting. Use the most inspiring image even the most inspiring image will lose its luster over time. She talks about keeping your page fresh with images of new products, which is a great idea. I really haven't done that a lot, but I know a lot of you are good about posting. Speaking of new products, it did come in tonight.
Can I see it?
No, I don't know if they can or not.
This?
I'll get rid of this. Hang on. There it is. It's gorgeous. Yeah, it's just gorgeous. So, anyway, so we should share pictures and whatnot on our group pages, because I think this helps a lot of people too when they're trying to do marketing or whatnot. And, and if you don't want to share your pictures with people, that's fine. But I love to share my pictures and post them on there, and anybody's welcome to use them. So I don't mind at all. Just if there's verbiage or whatever, maybe change the verbiage a little bit. But okay, and then she says to sprinkle positive, inspiring affirmations throughout. So say things like, we never lose, we win or improve. Your business won't build itself. If you want it, you got to work for it. The only antidote to anxiety is action. I love that one. The biggest mistake you can make is being afraid to make one. I've seen that one around a lot lately. Defeat is a temporary condition. Giving up makes it permanent. Right? Don't get upset at the results you didn't get from the work you didn't do. I've seen that one a few times lately. If you want it, you'll find a way. If you don't, you'll find an excuse. If it's worth having, it's worth working for. And then even some nonsensical quotes. She says, like, I was going to change the world today, but then something sparkly caught my eye. That's kind of me on a regular basis. If at first you do succeed, try not to look astonished. That's kind of cute. So anyway, those are kind of some neat ideas. And then the whole part, okay, so this is really cool. Keys to creating a winning culture. Tom and Kelly Gaines, founders, Pink Zebra Home. So they talk about, have you seen this?
No.
I don't think you had. They talk about, kind of about the company and they talk about creating a winning culture, which I think is awesome. So the first one is your actions become your culture. Set your standards high. I mean, we really, really, really have to set our standards high, and we can't fall back on, allowing the negative stuff to creep in and cause an impact. If it's especially on a Facebook page or whatever, but within our business, if something negative is going on that doesn't need to be there, then we need to push past it and move on and just focus on the good stuff and set the standards high. Don't allow stuff to get embedded in the groups, because it'll just take everybody down a bad path, and you don't want to go there. So, and if it's something bad and it's something that's against the corporate home office policy or whatever, send it to customer service, do screenshots, whatever, get rid of it, move on, get out of that negative space, because you don't need to be there. But anyway, so they talk about your actions becoming your culture. I don't know if you guys know this, and when you read this, you'll read some more about it, but when Tom and Kelly first started the company, they could not afford to hire the company to come set up and all that kind of stuff, so they rented a 26-foot truck, and Tom drove it. Kelly drove with...
Oh, they drove to Florida?
Uh-huh. Kelly drove with all the girls in her vehicle, and then David came with something. Anyway, so they drove that to Florida for our very first reunion, and they set it up themselves, everything. They did the entire setup just because they wanted to make it a magical experience. They didn't have the money to do it, but they wanted to make sure that they started us off on the right foot with the right culture.
They did it themselves for the first 2 or 3 years, didn't they?
Only the first year. Kelly always goes in and does all of she redoes a lot of the decorating and whatnot. But no, the first year it was just them.
Well, what year was it when Tom's mom helped?
That was the second year, but they didn't do the setup. I mean, they rented stuff there and all that kind of stuff. They just brought their products, but that was shipped in from Kentucky. It wasn't them loading up a big 26-foot trailer or thing. So anyway, the second one is to remove people who don't fit into your culture. I kind of talked about this a little bit already, but if you have people who threaten your culture, you must remove them. It's not enough to set clear standards. This is Tom and Kelly talking, okay? This is Tom and Kelly talking. I just want to repeat that. Remove people who don't fit. Okay, if you have people who threaten your culture, remove them. It's not enough to set clear standards. You must be willing to enforce them. Be willing to privately discuss infractions with offenders, but ultimately you must take action. Talk to the problem people immediately, but never do it in public. So, bye Felicia. That's right, Lacey. You go, girl. I love that. When people abuse your social media forum by complaining or attacking others, you should not hesitate to remove them. When your standards are transparent and unyielding, your people will rally around you. You will know you've been successful when you see your people protecting your culture as vigorously as you do. Tom and Kelly, right here. Tom and Kelly said that, okay? I love it. I love it. I believe it wholeheartedly. I have since we started doing this, and I love it. So take heed, right? The third one is meetings are oxygen to your culture. I believe this as well. Tom talks about when he was starting a catering company, and he was curious as to why the owner spent all this money on their residents, bringing in food and drinks for social events. And the lady said if they meet a friend, they will renew their lease on their apartment. So that's where they've mirrored that same approach, and They've mirrored the same approach in their business. They travel to different meetings across the country to provide a place for people to connect and learn. So we have rallies, right? Thousands of people who know each other only on Facebook can meet in person and strengthen friendships that they began online. Your number one challenge as a leader will be keeping people involved. You may not be able to match the scale of a corporate event, but you can provide what really matters, and that's a place to build and strengthen relationships. Yeah, it's an awesome book, y'all. Even just these meetings on Tuesday nights, I mean, I know sometimes we don't get a huge turnout, but we have you guys that are loyal that come back from time and time again. But I believe that it's a need that we all have now. Like last week, not having this meeting was really, I missed it. I mean, I just missed because I know I see your names and I get to see your comments. And I mean, you miss it. I know because you made that comment earlier. So, just think about that. If you do team calls at all with your team and sometimes you only have one or two people that may jump on, that's okay. Keep trying to get them on. Get them engaged on this call. Just let them know of all the resources that they have out there. Colby's calls, the webinars, the new consultant calls, anything that they can attach themselves to, because everybody has a different personality. So people are going to connect in different ways, and you want them to have as many opportunities as they possibly can to connect. So Lacey says, my week wasn't complete without the Tuesday call. Aw, I feel the same way. Amy says, I love these. It keeps me connected. Absolutely. I mean, I know we don't always have the greatest topic or content or advice for that matter, because we're just doing the same thing that y'all are doing, but just the fact that we need to have this connection all the time. And it's the same with doing our local meetings. I mean, if we've gotten to where this year we're trying not to skip unless it's a month when we have a rally, because it really matters. We really need to stay connected. So Kara says it keeps her connected too. Good deal. I love it. So yeah, I mean, if you guys are the only ones that ever call in, then hey, that's great, because that's what, I mean, we love it. We love connecting with you guys, and we can't wait to see everybody at rallies and at reunion and that sort of stuff. So anyway, I kind of stopped with that because I thought that was a huge, what Tom and Kelly had to say was a big impact. And the fact that they're in her book, I think, is really cool. She talked about this at was it our last reunion? Yeah, it's leaders part of it.
Yeah.
She was there. And so anyway, she told us that she had written about Tom and Kelly. And so anyway, I think this is a cool book. Actually, I need to see. Maybe I could get a bunch of these books at a discount. Let me check with her. I'll send her an email and see what kind of price. Maybe if she let me buy a bundle of them. I mean, you never know. It doesn't hurt to ask, right?
Correct.
I know.
That is correct. This does not hurt to ask.
That's right. So that's all I have. Do you have anything you want to talk about?
Well, I'm waiting on you to ask me why I got.
Why'd you get all dressed up?
Yeah, I combed my hair. I took a shower.
Actually, yes.
I noticed on the screen that I parted my hair the wrong direction because all you see is this big old forehead.
Honey, you have a beautiful forehead.
But yeah, I mean, I combed my hair.
I
got my
noticed
shirt
that.
on. You didn't even ask me what's up.
When you first came in, I said, "Well, you look really nice." But what's up,
Well,
Duane?
I just, this year, like every year, I have a New Year's resolution.
Oh, okay.
And
it's June, but that's
this year was to lose some weight.
Right.
And as of, what's today? June 7th, I have lost no weight. I'm zero. Actually, I probably gained a few pounds, to be honest.
So don't set a resolution. That's why we have goals instead of resolutions.
Well, it just made me think that a diet and Pink Zebra are not alike.
Yeah?
Because a diet, you have to do every day.
Right.
And to be successful, you can't get sidetracked. It's something you have to, it's a lifestyle change.
That's very good. I like that.
To have a successful diet. And so to be a successful Pink Zebra person, it is a lifestyle change. Because you can't come home and watch your favorite TV show.
Right.
You need to tape it and watch it when you can, because
those are critical hours.
Those
sometimes.
hours you need to be connecting with team members,
right.
or some of your people that you sell to, or
right.
social media. You need to work your business.
Right. So
just like a diet, you can't stray away, because if you stray away, then you're backing up. So then you got to start all over. So it's dieting and Pink Zebra are the same. I don't diet well because I love to eat. I love to sit on my butt. So I don't diet well. But Pink Zebra, you got to have
You got to do it the same.
You got to
right.
be focused.
It's
a lifestyle
if you're
change
trying
to
to build
be
your business,
successful.
right? If you're really wanting to build a business out of this,
if you want this business to get to where you're making $8,000 a month and you're not having to work a regular job,
mm-hmm.
and you're able to have a few things that you can't normally have because you don't make enough money, if you want it to get to that, you have to work this business like a diet.
Right.
It's got to be in your daily routine.
That's a very good point. That's a very good point. Victoria even says he's so wise. He is. Sean, we can't wait to meet you too. Yeah, it is a very good analogy. I have to say that is very good.
Well, I was going to talk about it last week, but then I didn't feel well. And I wanted to mention it a while back because I've been on this diet, but I'm not losing weight. That's because it's not here.
Right.
Just like some people are consultants. I'm a consultant, but I can't sell anything. Well, it's not here.
Right.
You got to get it in here, and you got to focus, and you got to make it happen. Just like a diet. You got to make a diet happen.
Right.
Just because I'm on a diet doesn't mean I'm going to lose weight. I've been on a diet since January.
Right.
And I'm 5 pounds heavier. So you see where this swim.
Because you're not focused every day.
No, because it's daily. You got
Right.
to do it every day.
Right.
And then that day you skip, that just leads into a downslide because now it's like, well, I already blew it, so I'm going to eat. That's just like Pink Zebra. You can't not do it because then that's going to lead to a downslide.
Right. And the bigger the gap gets, the harder it is to get back involved.
Yeah. I mean, whatever your success is or whatever you want it to be, I mean, some of you, your success is coming on this call and just communicating with some of your neighbors.
Which is great.
Some people, they're promoting their business is liking a page on Facebook every now and then. Well, I like that page on Facebook, so maybe these people have seen it. Well, you know, that's my diet. It's not working. Sometimes you got to do a little more.
Huh. That's really good.
Yes.
That's what you were going to talk about last week, huh?
Yeah, I was going to bring it up about dieting and how it's
that's
a lot
awesome.
like this,
that's very
business.
good. It's very true.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you're successful at dieting, then you know what it takes to diet and have to be successful. It's kind of like going to the gym and working out. It doesn't really help if you don't eat right, but it makes you feel good. Well, it's kind of like vendor shows and home parties. Sometimes you may not make no sales, but you're out there showing your product and you're getting in front of people.
Right.
So at the end of the day, you did feel good because you went out and did something.
Right.
It's kind of like going to the gym. I went to the gym because I joined the gym too. I've been twice. I've been twice since January.
Right.
So it's getting out there and doing it.
Right. That's a very good.
You got to make it happen. You got to make it happen. It's not going to happen without making it happen. You got to put the time in. You got to put the effort in.
We say that all the time. You know that depending on the level of success that you want, you have to decide: am I going to do one thing every day for my business, or 3 things every day? And like a diet, because I'm also on a diet, but I've lost a little bit of weight. But I write down what I'm eating every day. I mean, I have a plan. I go into the day knowing, okay, this is what I'm going to have for lunch, and this is what I'm going to have for dinner, and this is what I'm going to have for a snack. I go into the day with a plan. Yeah. And I do the same thing with my business. I go into the day with a plan. I know before I go to bed at night what my plan is for the next day 99% of the time. And that's a very good analogy.
Well, it's kind of like that, you know, The Bachelorette's coming on and I have to watch it tonight. Well, that's my tub of ice cream.
Right.
Because I'm going to eat some ice cream in a minute.
Right.
And you know.
Are you really?
Yeah.
At least you're honest.
And I'm on a diet. That's like people get home and say, well, I don't have time, you know, I work. You know what? Those are excuses. Like my diet. Right. I work all day, so when I get home, I want to go to the gym, and I want to sit there and eat dinner, and my feet hurt, then I'm going to get some ice cream. Right. Well, that's excuses. Right. Those are just all excuses.
Because you can do it if you want.
If I really, really wanted to lose weight,
right.
I can't even say I could lose weight, but I could damn sure try a lot harder than I'm trying.
Right, right.
And so I can't say I don't know.
That's very good.
Yeah. I mean, so if you're not successful in this business, it's just because you're not trying hard enough. You're not doing the right things. Right. You got to stop making excuses. Because this business is fun. It gets you traveling. It's when we were in Costa Rica, I was riding beside Paula Luca, and she said, who thought selling sprinkles, I would be riding a horse in Costa Rica?
Right, that's awesome.
And I was like, you know what, you're right. Who would have thought
selling sprinkles
we would be riding horses in Costa Rica?
Right.
I mean, selling sprinkles.
That's right. Almost got a little teary-eyed.
So this is a fun business, and it has fun perks. You know, rallies, reunions, extended trips. You know,
Yeah.
it's just fun.
Right.
And so do whatever you have to do to be successful. And once you start the momentum of growing and building and climbing the ladder, it's just so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a blast.
It is.
This is the best 5 years of my whole life.
Aw.
It really it has been a lot of fun. I've been places that I've never imagined because I'm a product of my environment. I was raised a certain way. If we didn't travel, we didn't go nowhere, we didn't do nothing, we were poor, we can't do this, we can't do that, we can't have that, you don't do this, you don't do that. And now it's like, what do you mean? I'm doing those things. I'm traveling, I'm going here, I'm talking in front of people, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. So I had to get that out of my head.
And
I'm not, why can't I be this person?
Right, and you had that, and no offense to the family, but you had the family that said you don't need to be doing that. You don't.
Right. Well, they
don't need
they
to be
don't
wasting
see.
your time with that.
They don't. They like
But you
being in
kept
their little
going.
hole, and that's it. They just have these little blinders on. It's like, yeah, we can't do that. We
Right.
can't do that. We're just gonna
Right.
sit here and we're gonna watch this. We're not gonna get off this chair. And why not?
Right.
There's this past week, or when we went to California, I realized that the United States, because we've been from Florida to California now, and it is smaller than I thought it was growing up. I thought the United States was so big. Because, you know, it's 24 hours to drive to California. It's 15 hours to drive to Florida. I don't know how many hours it takes to get to New York. But it's like, wow, this is such a big country. And it's really not. It's really not that big. You just have to get out there.
And it's beautiful.
And it's beautiful. I've seen some beautiful places. And there's a lot of beautiful places I'm going to see because Pink Zebra's going to make sure of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't wait. It's a lot of fun.
Yay, I feel like we should clap. That was awesome, honey.
It is a lot of fun.
That was awesome. Wow. Okay, so Amy says, when I was working 80 hours a week, I was still finding time to connect with my team, promote Pink Zebra, not much time, but I made time. Yes. That's so important. Yeah, because the further you get away from it, the harder it is to come back.
Even when Dana was working full time, she would use vacation days to work Pink Zebra. And it's just the sacrifice you have to make. You have to make the sacrifices. If you want to be successful, you have to make it happen. You know, sitting on the couch watching TV, punching, I like that picture that someone posted it's not gonna do it. You gotta get out there. And make it happen. You were making it happen. You would take long lunches and go do a luncheon event. You would take days off and go set up and do a vendor event. And I mean, your vacation days you spent investing in this business, and it's paying off.
Well, yeah. Once I saw the opportunity, that I made it the priority.
Right.
So, but I
exactly.
mean, and not everybody
because
wants that.
There's no ceiling.
Right. That is true.
You can be and go as high up as you want to go.
Right.
There's nothing stopping you. There's no ceiling.
Right.
Yet.
Right.
I mean, one day there might be a ceiling, but right now I can't see there ever being a ceiling because what's going to stop you?
Right.
You're just going to keep going. Once you get to this level, you get to that level, and that level, then I mean, so what? You make it to presidential, but there's still so much more you can be doing.
You make it to presidential, and then you start going wide further.
Right.
And I mean, yeah, your opportunities are just endless.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
There's
if that's what
it's not like my job. And my job, I'm going to be who I am until I die. That's it. This is my job.
Right.
And this is my title. I'm never going to get any higher than this. Right. But with Pink Zebra, you can just keep going.
That is so true. That is so true. I mean, pay-wise, you're only going to get a certain percentage every year.
I haven't got a raise in 8 years.
Right. And when I did get a raise, it was 2.5%.
And what is that? They just took that out back in tax. Oh, well, you're in a higher tax bracket now.
Right.
I'm actually making less money because they're taking more taxes out.
Right. Lacey says we need to come to New York. That is actually on our agenda. We want to do that this year if we can. So we just might see you there.
Yep.
If we come, we'll definitely let you know. So, yeah, and you know what? I'm on Facebook more than I'd like to be, but a lot of times it's just because I want to make sure I'm touching base with what's going on and seeing if there's questions and things like that. So, it's okay to be on Facebook. It's just as long as we're doing it in a helpful way. If it's for your team or if it's, posting or whatever it is about your products to other people. But I get what you're saying.
Just find ways. Like you're in the this businesswoman's thing.
Yeah.
Just
That
find
would be-
little organizations and groups and become active in them, or go to their meetings, and you know, you might be new, and they'll say, well, who are you? Well, I'm Dana with Pink Zebra.
Right.
Wow, what is Pink Zebra?
Right.
And next thing you know, there's 50 women wanting to know what Pink Zebra is.
Right.
They've never even heard of it.
Right.
So just get out there and find people. Find them wherever they're at.
Right.
Like someone posts, they set up in parks. I don't know if there's a vendor park or what, but they go set their table up at a park on the weekends.
Well, Natasha sets hers up at a dog show.
Yeah,
I mean, or a dog.
PetSmart, maybe?
Yeah, one of those things outside.
They
where
have a
people
few
come
vendors set out there, and there's like 5 or 6
If
of
she
them.
doesn't have anything else going on, that's where she's at.
Yeah,
Which is
she's
really
out
cool.
working her business.
Right.
Because it can't do anything but help.
Right.
I mean, it's her time. Like I said in the past, the time I have, I just got to get out there and do it.
Right.
The time I have. That's like at work. At work, this is all I'm going to make. I'm not going to make any more. You're on salary. Well, we aren't going to make any more money. But I had time. I just couldn't work. They wouldn't let me work weekends. And so Pink Zebra stepped in, and we spend our weekends together doing Pink Zebra. So we're still together.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of spending money, we're trying to make some money.
Unless we're at a vendor event and I find some really cool vendors around.
Yeah, we wind up bringing home more stuff than we take. And
I can't help it. I love those things.
yes.
But I mean, who can tell me how many times you walk around? I always walk around and talk to the vendors, and especially if they have a really cool booth, and I'll talk to them about their stuff and how long they've been doing the show. And the next thing you know, we're kind of exchanging information. So
Yeah.
never hurts.
And then we're trading. Here, I'll give you this many sprinkles
Yeah,
for this.
shoot, yeah. Lacey says she gets sucked in. Hey, I do too. Believe me, I absolutely do. But anyway, well, that was awesome. Thank you for that.
Well, thank you, honey.
Yeah. So, do y'all have any questions out there at all? Anything you want to ask of
Hey,
us before we what?
How does this side look?
It looks great.
This side.
No, it looks. Oh, on the thing.
Yeah.
It looks really good.
See, because
Yeah.
this side.
It looks fine. It's only.
Forehead.
Oh, honey,
You see
have
that?
your dad's forehead. I love it. I think it's beautiful.
I have hair.
We know you have hair.
I think I just combed it wrong.
We know you.
Oh, this is better on this side.
You're so funny.
Kinda. All right.
All right. Well, okay. So we talk about, we want to ignore the fact that it's a J month, but the fact of the matter is it's a J month, right? So let's prove everybody wrong. I say we challenge ourselves to have an incredible month, like Colby said last month. Let's challenge ourselves to have one more party or do one more vendor event. I think we should all challenge ourselves. What?
Why are they slower?
Well, a lot of it is because it's summer. So you've got your families that are on vacation. Kids are no longer in school, so it disrupts the whole family unit and what's going on. And so people end up taking vacation time or, whatever. It just becomes, everybody's focused on something else. So, I mean, sales are still there. And I love our antler special. That was awesome. Hopefully we'll have another special this month. I hope.
We have to figure out how to get these sprinkles sold.
For in June and July, you mean?
Do we have kid parties at the house and invite the parents and sell sprinkles while the kids play, or
Well, we
pool
could do
parties, or
that. We could certainly
not
do
everybody
that.
has a pool, but
We
go
could-
to the park
Yeah,
while the
summer
kids
break and vacations.
while the kids are at the park playing. Go and wear your Pink Zebra shirt,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe someone's, hey, what's that Pink Zebra? And there's your customer right there.
Right.
Next thing you know, you're at the back of the SUV, and you got the back open, and
Well,
you got a little store going.
hopefully there'll be like family get-togethers and whatnot, and you can share. And I have some new friends that I've made in just a couple of the different organizations, and so I'll be taking little gift bags to them and try to get them hooked to it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Hopefully, I have someone coming Saturday from giving them some stuff,
Good.
but we'll
I gotta
see.
call that guy at Buffalo Wild Wings. Do not let me forget.
We
Maybe
need
him
to.
and his wife would come
Just
over Saturday.
give some free products.
Hi,
away.
Sierra.
Free product.
Hi.
Little simmer. We don't want to get a simmer pot and some sprinkles sometimes,
Yeah.
and hopefully they get hooked.
We took the we go to Buffalo Wild Wings all the time. Well, we did before I started my diet, but we took the manager because he was always so good to us. We took the manager simmer pot and some sprinkles, and he actually called me before I could even get back to him because he wanted to order more. So, and he says his wife is just a fanatic about it now.
Exactly.
So yeah, you never know. I mean, I know it is a cost of doing business, and it may be a little money out of your pocket, but if you can afford it, sometimes it pays off. So I did a party Saturday. It was almost $750.
Oh my
Holy
God.
cow, that's awesome.
Wow.
That's awesome, Lacey.
That is good.
Yeah, that's cool. Some families have larger daycares.
Sarah Lee. That's the cake lady?
No,
Sierra Lee.
Silly goose.
Hang on, my glasses.
No, you don't have your glasses.
I thought that was
Sarah
Lee. I was getting hungry.
Sarah Lee. There you go again. Talking about your diet.
I'm not very good at it.
Okay, well, anyway, so we appreciate you guys being here, and hopefully you just make the most out of the week. My sister's coming in town from Montana. She'll be here Friday night.
That's awesome.
I know.
Yeah.
So actually, she is a consultant who said at one time that people in Montana just didn't buy Pink Zebra. They just didn't buy that kind of stuff.
Yep.
And now we have other consultants in Montana, and so I have let her know that other people are buying it.
Yeah.
So now she's also seen more of the shades and everything. I gave her one for her birthday, so now she's kind of starting to get really interested again. So anyway, she's coming Friday, and then she'll be here through next week. But anyway, it's okay, Deborah. We're just glad you're here.
Deborah,
you can always watch the replay.
You're a little late there.
It's all right. But anyway, so she'll be with us. I don't know if she'll be here next week when we do the call. But and on Saturday when we do have our meeting, we're going to try to do Facebook Live so that we can say hi to everybody and maybe have some of the stuff that Melissa's going to go over with us, because it's really cool stuff. We can have that on there for everybody. So, and then we can attach the documents and stuff like that to the group. So we'll have to
So if
work
you're
on
in the
that.
Tomball area Saturday,
Yeah, if you're in
3
Tomball,
o'clock,
come by the house. But otherwise,
yep, more than welcome.
otherwise maybe we'll catch you on Facebook Live. We're gonna try that and stay on a little bit, see if we can do that. So anyway, so you guys go out and love on your people and just have an awesome week.
Don't forget to smile. Be happy.
Let us know if there's anything we can do. What else? Happy birthday, Amy.
Happy birthday, Amy. What else? Anything?
I don't think so. I think that's it. Oh, there's a playback to Facebook Live. Thank you for each. I think so. Actually, I think it stays on there. So, I know, Kara, I wish you were going to be here. Sierra says she got 2 new customers. Way to go. Good job, good job, good job. Oh, real fast, before we hang up, I have to tell you all this story. So anybody that was in Utah, and I may have told the story I want to hear. Remember Sandra, the girl in Utah that had been to the, she had been to the barber, and she said it'd been a whole year, and she was too embarrassed to go back, and I was like, no, you gotta go. I told her, oh, I bet you those people are just wanting you to come back. They're probably wondering, what happened to the Pink Zebra girl? Anyway, she finally, after that rally, she went back to the hairdresser place, and they were so excited to see her, and they bought products from her, and now she's on fire. She sent me a message last night, and she said that she is so gung-ho. She was so excited about how those people were so thrilled that she's been working her business hard, and she's so excited, and she's going to make something of it. So
Awesome.
I know, and that's somebody that she was afraid to go back because it had been too long. So I thought that was an awesome story. So anyway, that's all. I just thought I'd share that because it was such a cool thing.
You never know.
I know.
You never know.
I know.
Exactly.
So that's fine, Deborah. Just text me and let me know when you want to talk, and we can certainly do that. And you guys have an awesome week, and we'll be on Facebook Live on Saturday, and then we'll chat with you on Tuesday.
Yes, we will.
Thanks for sharing, honey.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah. All right, you guys, have a good one.
Bye, everybody.
Say stop recording.